Can you imagine trying to explain to the doctor online why you don't have a backup phone or headphones because some psycho bitch posing as your sister that you met one time and you have different parents on your birth certificate use some big creator's name to steal your dog and all your shit? Like, her face was just like, sounds like you've been through a lot. I'm just like, I'm just I don't even want to have to tell you all this stuff. That because that wasn't therapy. That was just my normal doctor's appointment. But she was like, "Do you have headphones?" I was like, "No, all my stuff was just stolen." The police are not making them give it back because of gang stalking. So, whatever. We live in a crooked fucking society where money and influence trumps what's right. But I refuse to live in that society. I will always stand up for the truth and what's going on and what's happening and what should be happening and point out the things that are wrong, which is like some psycho obsessed with my life, working with Mama Tot and Slot and stealing all my shit. And because they're more popular and have money, they get away with it. I mean, Slot's not getting away with it. And once all the truth comes out about what these ladies just did, they're not going to get away with it. But right now, they think they are. But the fact that police would join in Marsh County, North Carolina, and have their mothers dox my fucking address for Mama Tot, and then call in the same favor in a different city and get me fucked up where they can steal all my shit. Just, I don't understand why power can be used in that way. It just seems very illegal. And it is. People like Indian Outlaw and Slot can ride the wave and pay people off for so long and then see how it bashes them back in the face. So I had accidentally made an appointment for tomorrow at 10 for my therapy. So I had to reschedule, and it's going to be Monday right before my psychiatry appointment. I will just do them all together on Monday. So Monday will be a very busy day because I work and then I have 2 appointments. But I'm very grateful to be getting this taken care of. And then I'm going to start my antibiotic again, a really strong one this time, and then hopefully be able to go and get this awful tooth pulled that I've needed pulled for like 3 years, that the fake TV charity profited off of making the money and never helped me get it done. But that's okay. I bought my own insurance with work, and I've got dental and vision because TMH stole my fucking contacts and Dixie broke my glasses, but because they have Mama Tot and Slot and the gang stalkers on their side, they were allowed to do it. So I've got to get more. Hey Kevin, how are you? I just finished my doctor's appointment with my insurance. I got at work, and I've got a therapy and a psychiatry appointment on Monday. I'm waiting to be able to go get my medicine for my infections in a little bit. And I gotta work every other day this week. This is my only off day. So I wanted to handle as many appointments as I could, but I accidentally made my therapy appointment for tomorrow because there wasn't anything available today, but I thought it was today. So then I had to switch it around because I work tomorrow. And I work Monday too, but I made it after work because it was like at 10 and I'll be at work then. But I got it figured out by myself. I got my rent paid up. And then now I'm about to get my medicine and get me something to eat. And it's so good to just be able to take care of that stuff with my job and not have to trust people who are stalking me to reach out and tell them I'm in trouble so they can ask where I'm getting my medicine and show up and try to hurt me and bullshit like they've done every other time. They use me getting sick or being in need to hurt me. And so God has provided a way for me to take care of myself so I don't even have to tell people what's going on. I just figure it out and fix it. Which is what I was trying to do in the first place when I made that podcast and got ambushed and smear campaigned, and they tried to switch it around and make it look like something completely different. But if you'll listen to my words, I was after the same goals I'm already accomplishing now. They just kept trying to stand in my way and make the scenario look like something they could profit off of. But it's not going to end up that way. When I taste tequila, baby, I still see you. I got a beautiful new diamond art I've been working on. It's like butterfly rainbow. Oh, and this sweet lady at work gave me this. I met her there. Not somebody I work with, but this lady I met there. I told her that I liked her bracelet, and she gave it to me. So I don't even take it off now. It's a reminder that no matter what things look like, no matter how behind you are, if you look for the beauty in life, you'll find it. Hey Scar, how are you? I'm excited because I just had my first doctor's appointment with my insurance that I bought with my work. And I'm going to get some money from, medicine for my infections. And I have the money to pay for my own medicine. And then I work every day this week. Yeah, and I have therapy and psychiatry appointments on Monday. Yeah, and I get to do it all online, so I don't even have to leave my space, and I got my rent paid up. And so God is blessing me bunches and bunches. Yeah, I work every single day after this for the next 6. But I'm glad because I was trying to get to work Thursday. I thought I was off. I'm usually off on Thursdays, but now I'm on the schedule. And so I didn't know. I was like, anybody want me to work on Thursday? And then I went and looked and I was already on there and I said, thank goodness nobody said yes because I got to work anyway. Well, I paid for it. No, I have to pay for my medicine too, but I paid for my insurance and all of that was paid for. Like, I paid for the expensive insurance, so I had no copay card. I had put in my pharmacy card instead of my insurance card. So when I put my insurance card in, all my appointments were free, even for a specialist, like for a psychiatrist. I don't even have a copay because I paid for the more expensive insurance. So it cost me like almost $50 a week, but I'll be able to handle all the things I didn't get to do during homelessness and take care of myself. And then TMH stole my contacts and Dixie broke my glasses, and I need this tooth pulled that John Cummins had given me the money to get 2 teeth out, and Sarah had pocketed half of it when she was working with Slot right before her and her husband started abusing me. And Mama Tot popped up and act like she helped me through the abuse, but then she was on the same side of the smear campaign with Slot and Sarah the same night. Then they were all throwing gifts to Sarah, and I've got screenshots of Slot in there throwing her huge gifts. Right after they took all the information from how much I had made in payouts, I gave it all to them when I was signing up for the apartment, when I did it all and I paid the money and I put my name on everything. And then they turned and ambushed me and did this whole smear campaign, and they all are connected with the TMH lady and the Reddit people, and it seems like it was a setup from the whole damn beginning. Not only does it seem like it, but the trail leads that way as well. But I'm going to start healing and working through what I need to work through and letting them face their own karma for what they tried to put on to me. What is a tickle leap? A tickle leap? Tickle app? I don't even have a card attached to my TikTok. Like, I give everything back, and then I pay money out of my own pocket to support autistic and homeless creators. And I have for over a year. So I don't care what judgment you try to put on me to hide your own hand. I know it's not true. I'm financing all my own stuff with the help of God. And as I was in need, I would reach out and tell people my situation, and instead of helping me, they exploited me, and they should be ashamed of themselves. And that's the last I'm speaking on it. Whatever version you choose to believe because you got swayed by money and power is none of my business. Yeah, that's why I went on my rant, Scar, because somebody's trying to make me feel like I'm doing something with 7 followers. And I haven't even pocketed a penny off this app the whole fucking year. So I asked for help after they had me fraudulently put in jail and stole everything I own. And then I was back on my feet within a week with a full-time job. And now I have insurance that I pay for. So if you want to judge me for being in need when they did it to me and all I did was crawl myself out, then I don't give a fuck, honestly. I'm very proud of the work that I did, that I got myself back together. I've been paying my own rent, working my ass off, and not asking anybody for anything. And they can make up whatever rumors, but anything that I've made on here, I've turned around and gave it back to other creators. So I don't care, you know. And I support you all too, and I'm in y'all's corner and love and cheer you on, and that's why I show up and continue being positive even though I don't want or need a penny from anyone. So I don't care how Slot or Ginseng or IO tried to make it look. The truth is the truth, and anybody who chose to look the other way, to let them produce a false truth to bully one woman, will get the karma from it. While I continue and move on with my life. Alright, I'm going to get off here and see if my prescriptions have been called in yet. Let me see. Then I need to go get me something to eat before I take my antibiotic. Yes, they have bullied, smeared my name, spread all kinds of lies, gone from live to live of anyone I would talk to, and slandered me, lied about me, told despicable things that are not even close to the truth. And a bunch of idiots listened to some girl that hasn't even seen me since I was 15, that met me one time and then turned around and got obsessed and worked with big creators and just lied about everything, but admittedly hasn't even seen me in over a decade, and shows up and steals my dog with videos of Mama Tot saying she's my sister. The fuck? Our society just blows my fucking mind in ways I don't feel very proud of. But what I predicted and prophesied about money and influence being the devil, and the what's going on this app, and these people like Big Keen take advice or get bossed around by idiots like Slot and Indian and do their dirty work for them, and then say, oh, I got paid to block someone. No, bitch, you got paid to exploit someone and lie about the abuse they went through, and you did it for money because you have a little tiny moral system. Yeah, no, he's just their bitch. Big Keen is people like Indian Outlaw and Slot's bitch, is what it is. He sells out and does what these hitters for gang stalkers want him to do, tells the lies, tells the things, and so did Mama Tot. She lied about my homelessness, lied about my education, lied about knowing my ex-husband, talked about how her husband knew him, and he drove a truck, and my ex-husband owns a truck stop, and then Slot went to his business, and then her and her husband lied and said, oh, we don't even know who he is, after she's on video saying that. Like, you people are so fucking gullible and stupid to just believe these narcissistic idiots getting on here smearing other people's names while those people are living their best life. I got friends, I got support, I got a community around me, I got a life that I'm proud of, and I had all that before TMH got involved with my last job. With her stupid Mama Tot videos saying she was my sister, leading employees to believe all this bullshit. And then they're like, what's going on? You know, and they have no idea. And then when I tell them what's going on, it's too late. They're already swept in by the masses of the gang stalkers, and they've already had a bunch of people message them and try to sabotage me. Yet here I am, still thriving. Fuck y'all. Middle finger to my haters. I got bitches jealous. Alright, I gotta see. Wait, who are you talking about? Yeah, I haven't seen any of them in over 20 years. Like, they saw me getting popular online and they wanted a piece of the pie, and they got on with Mama Tot and Slot, and they all just got on and said whatever the fuck made them all a shit ton of money. and kept stealing my shit. And they got swoops of people involved. Police officers, lots of people. Oh yeah, I haven't even, no, and that's the thing. I haven't even heard from or talked to him in almost a decade. Like, he did everything he could to sabotage. And how does he know this girl pretended to be my sister? I never introduced them. It seems like that might have all been set up together because she called my daughter, and like I never met her like since my kids were born. I hadn't seen her since I was 15. So why does she have my ex-husband's information? And Slot had my ex-husband's information, and Mama Tot knew him. But then her and her husband are now saying that they don't, even though there's video recordings of her saying Papa Tot knows her husband. He's a great guy, pillar in the community. And then when I showed the protective order that I had already showed her when she was lying and japping her lying jaws about it, then her and her husband make a video saying, we don't know who her husband is. Which one is it, you lying assholes? Because you said you did. You said he was a pillar in the community. And your own video saying that, bitch. And then you turn around and say, oh, I don't know who that is. Never heard of him. When I'm bringing up all the proof that Slot went there after I showed Mama Tot the protective order against him. Like, what the fuck? Everybody who has fallen for all this bullshit, bless your heart, is all I can say. I gotta go. I gotta see if my medicine got called in, but I'll be back in a little bit to do